Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. I'm Brian. We've had a pretty wet day today. The rain has finally stopped, but that's going to mean the trail is going to be a pretty muddy mess. So we're going to leave that for the time being and head for the shop. This has actually been something I've been dreading, but I got to do it. All right, here we go. Oh my. Yeah. This has really gotten out of hand. I thought a 24 by 24 building would be big enough, but I managed to make a mess out of this still anyway. So I've got to do something to cure this problem. We need a better tool storage solution. So I have got these open shelves and I've got toolboxes. The thing I don't like about the open shelves is they get very covered in dust and that kind of stuff after a little while, and they look messy. So I think what I'm going to try to do as a solution to this is get some storage cabinets in here and take out these storage shelves. Now, one of the reasons I want to do this is I need to get things better organized, because I also want to get some heat in this shop because I don't have any in right now. So the idea is to get this wall over here cleared. So this little workbench is going to have to go. This little shelf unit's got to go. I've got to move my beer fridge. So once that's done, that's where the wood stove is going to go. And this little workbench, it's just a piece of junk that I made 25 years ago, probably longer than that, on a cheap set of steel frames. But this will eventually go down to the shed that I'm going to build in the clearing that we're creating down on the trail to nowhere. So, first step, I think, is to try to clean this up and make room so I can assemble my storage shelves. And the other thing I did, only because I felt I didn't have enough toolboxes, was I bought another one. This toolbox, the idea for it is it's going to store all the power tools in it, all the battery power tools, the DeWalt stuff, that kind of thing, will all go into this cabinet. Or at least that's the plan. And that's going to free up space in these toolboxes and allow me to use these drawers for other things like miter bits and that type of stuff that are all over the place right now. All right, let's start by trying to do a little bit of cleanup, get things put away. So the first thing I want to do is get things tidied up in here. So the plan is to put things back in their current location before I start trying to figure out where I'm going to move them to and where I'm going to install the cabinets and that type of thing. So let's get that done. That's better. All right, first job is to start figuring out where the power tools are going to go. Okay, folks, so there is the newest toolbox all stocked up. So this worked just perfectly. It's got pretty much all of my hand power tools in it. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the DeWalt battery operated tools. The next step I think I'm going to do is get rid of the matting here that I was cutting and actually pull out one of these cabinets and start looking at it and getting it assembled. These are heavy. They are very big cabinets. They're 48 inches across and 18 inches deep, and that's why I got them, because I wanted good sized cabinets, and the other thing was I wanted them strong. So they're supposedly rated for 200 pounds per shelf, and I've got 4 shelves, so that's an awful lot of weight. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry for that shot. Yeah, they are very well cased up in here. That's 16 gauge. Yeah, those are pretty nice heavy steel corners. I will definitely keep them. So these 2 cabinets are pretty elaborate. They're very nice cabinets, but they were on sale for a really good price. Warning: to avoid danger of suffocation, don't be an idiot. Oh, no, it doesn't actually say that, but you gotta wonder sometimes. All right, we'll get our manual out and start figuring out what to do with all of this. So I decided to go to cabinets instead of the open shelves. I find the open shelves can get pretty messy and cluttered with dust and whatnot. What do you guys think between open shelves and cabinets? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Well, good morning, folks. Let's have a look in the shop here. There is the first cabinet. So it is very sturdy. As you can see, I've got no shelves or anything in it as of yet. I just finished up yesterday putting the whole thing, or putting the outside of it together. And the next step is to figure out where shelves go, or get a rough idea anyway, and then get the doors on. There's the shelves and the doors. Of course, this box completed and set up. So it's not rainy today. So today may not be a workshop day. It is beautiful outside right now. It's cool, but the sun is out and it looks like a really nice day. So we are going to jump on the tractor and head down to the trail, just in case we can do some work down there. It might be too muddy because we did get a lot of rain yesterday and some snow. Now, the snow just disappeared pretty much as quickly as it came down, but it was just more condensation, more water on the ground. So it could be very muddy back there. Now, one thing I don't want to do is go back and work on the trail, but make a big rutty mess with the tractor because everything is all muddy. Let's get on the tractor and get down there and see how things look. Well, things look pretty good back here. I'm quite pleased. It's the last couple of rocks I have to move yet. Let's walk down and see how the trail looks. Well, I would say it looks really good. Yes. I didn't think I'd be able to do anything, but this actually looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to bring a rock or two back here and see if I can put a little more fill in. And I want to get rid of that big stump. It's definitely in the way of things. All right, folks, here we come with another rock. This one's quite big, so I've got to watch that I don't sink here in the freshly spread earth. All right, that's good. Yep. I got a small one I'm gonna drop in there. Okay, let's go get the small one. We'll drop it in, and then we're gonna go back and do some digging, get rid of that one stump I want out of there. Well, we're doing well. It's cool, but that's okay. Now, here's your safety tip for today. Especially when you're out in tight areas, like out in the bush and that type of thing, you've got to be very careful with your roll bars. You want your roll bars up, but when you're moving around, especially backing up around trees and that kind of thing, watch where your hand is. You get your hand on the outside here, holding on to this, looking over your shoulder, and get too close to a tree, you're going to be in serious trouble. So you've really got to watch that. Okay, end of lesson 1. Let's get the hole here from these rocks filled, and then we're going to swing the tractor around and go at this big stump. It's a big one. So before we get on to pulling this stump out, I wanted to give you folks a quick update on the drone situation. So you've seen I've done a couple of flights so far. Nothing has been very successful, and I wasn't very happy with the clarity of the footage. Besides the fact that the drone was rocking around a lot, the footage was pretty blurry and pretty hazy. I looked very closely at the lens, and I'll show you a picture at the lens on this little camera on the front of the drone. Now, for whatever reason, the lens or the lens cover or whatever it is on the front of the camera is in 2 pieces. And when you look at it, you can see they've put those 2 pieces together, and the seam for the 2 pieces goes right through the middle of the eye of the camera. So you got a problem right there. The camera is not going to be able to focus properly. It's going to definitely distort the image. So I looked at that pretty closely with the person who gave me the drone, and it's been decided that the drone is going back. So I've packaged it up, and it's getting shipped back to where it came from. Oh yeah, there's what I like to see. So we've got this starting to fracture, so what I'm going to try to do is just tear it apart instead of take it all up in one piece. Well, that was a big one. So this does get me back as far as I want to go back here. So we're doing quite well. I'm glad that thing came out. It was quite a bit of work. Again, quite a big stump, but the little Kubota did the job. Okay, folks, I think we are going to call that it for today's video. The weather is starting to change on us pretty quickly right now. So we're going to pack it up and head back to the house. And the next 2 days are supposed to be pretty messy. Rain, snow, freezing rain. So we will be back working in the shop, back to work on our storage issues there, trying to get the storage cabinets figured out and in place. But we have done very well today for a short amount of time that we have spent down here working on the hiking trail. As I've said before, woodland stewardship is important to me. It's a beautiful place now, and it will look so much better once this is cleaned up and can be maintained on a regular basis. So the forest restoration project will start once I get more work done on the trail and I can get the tractor back in through most of the property, because the tractor is going to be a key tool to doing this. For now, we just have the hiking trails, but we are making progress. So I hope you've been enjoying these videos, especially this series about the road to nowhere. And if you have, I would really love to hear from you. And please don't forget to give the video a like, and I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. That would really help a lot. We could use that. So remember to stay safe out there, folks, and thanks again for watching, and we'll see you out on the trails the next time.